Sometimes the biggest stories aren't found in some huge single headline. Instead, they're kind of scattered across a few different ones. And if you look at just a couple of days in early 2026, you can see this incredible story unfolding about how the AI boom is becoming a full-blown industrial revolution. So let's get into it. Okay, I want to start with just one number, 1 million. What do you think that represents in the world of AI right now? I'll give you a hint. It's not users and it's not lines of code. Nope. It's something way more fundamental to what's happening. It's the number of registered .ai domain names, 1 million of them. I mean, if that doesn't just scream gold rush, I don't know what does. It's like the modern day equivalent of everyone racing out west to stake their claim on a piece of land. And that's exactly what this is, a digital gold rush. That simple little domain name, it's the first, most obvious signpost that we're in the middle of a huge commercial expansion. Think of it as the virtual storefront for the next generation of companies. So what's all this digital real estate actually worth? Get this. For the tiny little UK territory of Anguilla, they're the ones who manage the .ai domain, it's meant a cool $70 million in revenue just in the last year. So yeah, this isn't just some passing trend. It is a massive economic engine. But okay, domain names are just the signposts, right? The real story here is the insane amount of money and infrastructure being poured into fueling this whole AI engine. So let's follow the money and see what's really driving this rush. You know the old saying, right? In a gold rush, sell picks and shovels. Well, in the AI boom, the picks and shovels are the physical hardware. We're talking specifically about the high-speed data storage you absolutely need to train and run these incredibly complex models. And the demand, it's just relentless. And wow, nothing illustrates this better than what's happened with SanDisk stock. Just look at this chart. It's exploded by 1,000% in just a few months. 1,000%. Why? Because they're one of the key companies selling the shovels for this digital gold rush. Now, their success isn't just luck. It's not just being in the right place at the right time. SanDisk has some serious strategic cost advantages, plus a really key joint venture with another major player, Kioxia. All of this has basically made them a go-to supplier for the whole industry. Okay, so supplying the tools is one part of the story, but investors are also placing these massive, massive bets. We're talking billions of dollars on the companies that are digging for the ultimate prize, artificial general intelligence. AGI. $4 billion. Let that sink in. That's the pre-money valuation for just one startup called Recursive. This isn't your typical venture capital play anymore. This is basically nation-state level investment going into the fundamental research to build truly intelligent machines. So who exactly is Recursive? Well, it was founded by a pretty famous AI researcher, Richard Socher, and their goal, well, it's nothing short of building a self-improving superintelligent AI. Yeah, this is the big one, the grand ambition, the kind of thing that could literally change everything. And you can see why investors are lining up to get a piece of that. All right, so we've got all this money, all this hardware. What's actually being built with it? Well, the tech itself is taking a monumental leap forward. We're moving beyond AI that just responds to you to AI that can actually act on its own. And this distinction is absolutely crucial to understand. We're all used to chatbots, right? You ask a question, it gives an answer. But this new thing, agentic AI, is a whole different ballgame. These are autonomous systems, agents, that can carry out complex, multi-step tasks all by themselves. They aren't just fetching information for you, they are, for all intents and purposes, digital workers. And at the same time, there's another huge leap happening: 3D AI models. I want you to picture this: an AI that can look at a simple photo, just a regular 2D image, and from that, generate a complete, super detailed 3D model. This is the tech that's literally going to build the virtual worlds of the future. And look, this stuff isn't science fiction anymore. It's happening right now. So let's take a look at how these two groundbreaking technologies, the agentic AI and the 3D models, are already being put to work in the real world, everywhere from government agencies to the next version of the internet. For example, check out OpenAI's partnership with Leidos. Leidos is a huge US government contractor. Together, they are building mission-specific AI agents designed to handle really complex workflows for federal agencies. This is agentic AI being plugged directly into critical government infrastructure. It's a huge deal. So, just as AI is starting to reshape our physical world, it's also getting ready to build our digital ones. The next big frontier here is something called spatial computing, and that's basically just the tech for creating and interacting with these immersive 3D virtual environments. And no surprise, Google is making a massive play here. They just bought a startup called Common Sense Machines, which specializes in exactly those 3D AI models we were just talking about. Their strategy couldn't be clearer. Use this technology to automatically create all the 3D stuff they need to build out their future virtual worlds. So let's just put that all together for a second. On one side, you've got OpenAI deploying this agentic AI to fundamentally change how government operates. On the other side, you have Google using 3D AI models to build the very fabric of our future digital worlds. I mean, that's two tech giants, each tackling a world-changing application. And that really brings us full circle, doesn't it? We started with a simple signal, a .ai domain name, and now we're seeing complex AI agents being deployed in government and entire virtual worlds being constructed from scratch. A whole new digital infrastructure is being built right before our eyes, and at a speed that's just incredible. All of which leaves us with one last and maybe the most important question to think about. As these incredibly powerful AI systems become the new foundation, the new infrastructure for everything from government missions to our digital lives, who's setting the rules? Who is actually in charge of all this?